Have you ever wondered about the cost differences between developing a website and a mobile app? In the digital age, this question is more than just a curiosity. It's a vital consideration for anyone seeking to establish a strong online presence, whether for personal branding or business growth. The digital landscape offers two prominent platforms, websites and mobile apps. Each of these presents its own unique blend of advantages and disadvantages when it comes to development costs, functionality, and reach. A solid understanding of these differences can help in making informed decisions about which platform suits your needs best. Whether you're a budding entrepreneur or a seasoned business magnate, acknowledging these differences can be a game changer in your digital journey. So, are you ready to explore the financial implications of website and mobile app development? Let's dive deeper into the intricacies of these two digital platforms. So, how much does it cost to build a website? Well, it's a bit like asking, how much does it cost to build a house? There are numerous factors to consider, each contributing to the overall cost. The first factor is design. Do you want a simple, minimalist layout or a more complex, interactive design? The more intricate the design, the higher the cost. Next, we have domain registration. This is like your website's address on the internet. Costs for this can vary, but it's usually a small annual fee. Then there's hosting, the online land where your website lives. Costs for hosting can range from a few dollars a month for shared hosting to hundreds for dedicated servers. Now let's talk about content creation. This includes everything from the text on your pages to images, videos, and other media. Quality content is crucial for attracting and retaining visitors, so it's worth investing in professional copywriting and media production services if you can. Next up, we have search engine optimization, or SEO. This is the art and science of making your website visible to search engines, and it's a vital part of any website strategy. The cost for SEO will depend on the complexity of your website and the competitiveness of your industry. Last but certainly not least, there's maintenance. Just like a house, a website needs regular upkeep to stay in top shape. This includes updating content, fixing bugs, improving security, and more. Some businesses choose to handle maintenance in-house, while others outsource it to professionals. So, how much does all this add up to? Well, for a basic website, you might be looking at a few $100s. But for a complex e-commerce site with lots of features, the cost could easily run into the thousands or even tens of thousands. While the initial cost may seem high, remember that a website is a long-term investment that can provide a significant return. After all, in today's digital age, a website isn't just a cost of doing business. It's an opportunity to reach a global audience and grow your brand like never before. Now, let's switch gears to mobile apps. What's the price tag here? The cost of mobile app development can be quite the riddle, as it's influenced by a handful of factors. Let's untangle this web, shall we? First off, the platform. Are you looking to launch your app on iOS, Android, or both? Each platform has its own intricacies, development tools, and programming languages. Naturally, developing for both iOS and Android will typically cost more than focusing on one platform, simply due to the added complexity and time required. Next up, the complexity of your app. A basic app with simple functionality, like a calculator, will be far less expensive than a social networking app with user profiles, real-time chat, and other advanced features. Basically, the more features and functions your app has, the steeper the cost. Then we have design. A well-designed app isn't just about looking pretty, it's about the user experience. An intuitive, user-friendly design can take more time and expertise to craft, and therefore can elevate the cost. Last but not least, maintenance. Once your app is live, the work doesn't stop there. Regular updates, bug fixes, adding new features, and keeping up with platform updates are all part of the app's lifecycle. This ongoing maintenance can account for up to 20% of the initial development cost annually. It's important to highlight that mobile app development typically costs more than website development. This is due to the complexity and specialization required in crafting an app that not only functions well, but also engages users and keeps them coming back. But don't let that scare you off. Yes, the initial investment might seem steep, but consider the unique opportunities mobile apps offer. They allow businesses to engage with their audience in a more personal and interactive way, whether it's through push notifications, in-app purchases, or even augmented reality experiences. Although mobile apps can be costly to develop, they offer a unique opportunity to engage with your audience in a more personal and interactive way. So, how do they stack up against each other? Well, let's dive in. When it comes to the cost of development, websites generally tend to be less expensive than mobile apps. This is primarily because websites typically have a simpler architecture and require fewer resources to build. However, it's essential to remember that the complexity of your website can drastically affect the price tag. On the other hand, mobile apps, while usually pricier, offer a more immersive and personalized user experience. They allow businesses to tap into the smartphone user market, a segment that is growing exponentially year by year. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility, or in this case, greater cost. The complexity of your app, the platforms you choose to launch on, and the need for ongoing updates can all add up. Now let's talk about running costs. Websites have a fairly predictable set of running costs. These include hosting, domain registration, and ongoing maintenance. Mobile apps, however, have a different set of ongoing costs. These include App Store fees, updates to meet operating system requirements, and perhaps most notably, the need for continuous engagement strategies to keep users coming back. So when you're weighing your options, it's crucial to keep in mind the unique needs of your business, your budget, and your target audience. If your audience primarily uses desktops and prefers a more traditional browsing experience, a website may be the way to go. Conversely, if your audience is constantly on the go and prefers a dynamic, interactive experience, a mobile app could be your ticket to success. In a nutshell, both websites and mobile apps have their own set of advantages and costs. A website might be a more economical choice for a startup or small business, while a mobile app could be a smart investment for a company looking to engage users on a deeper level. In the end, whether it's a website or a mobile app, the most important thing is to provide value to your customers and meet your business goals.